Hi, I'm Rebecca Balcárcel. Join me for Writers on Writing with Janet Wong. Janet Wong, thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. I just love talking about poetry. And so any opportunity to share my thoughts, I just really relish. So thank you so much, Rebecca.
Oh, well, let's jump right in. And I'm going to ask, what tips do you have for students who say, I just can't write at all. I'm not a professional. Where do I begin if I want to try to start?
I would say, you know what? Just start anywhere. Do you like to text? Do you text your friends or your parents? Well, then just one day try making a longer text if that's what you like to do. Or do you ever help your family with things to do around the house or with grocery shopping? Then just make a list, because one of the most famous poems, the Where I'm From poem by George Ella Lyon, just started out as a list that she made of different things in her life that she could remember from her childhood and from her teenage years and even from just every day. And so maybe when you make a shopping list, just have fun with it, right? Put things in that you need and then put a little bit of commentary in there, like pineapple, that I love, even though it's spiky, and then milk that I wish we could buy in 5 gallons or whatever it is, right? Just embellish on your shopping list or your chores list, or in a text. Just say to your friend, I'm going swimming today, and then decide to just add 5 or 6 words about swimming. And next thing you know, maybe you're going to want to write 10 to 20 more words, and you can write them in the text. And then later on, if you say to yourself, gosh, that was good, then maybe you'll look at your text and you'll retype it and rework it as a poem. But pro tip, always try to write more than one draft. And that for me is the key to really freeing me up, because it's kind of like basketball. If the score was tied, they gave you the ball, you're at the free throw line, and they say, you just need 1 point to win. You have one free throw. Gosh, the pressure is going to be on. Yeah, exactly. The pressure is going to be on. You're going to be, oh, your muscles will lock up. But if they said, you have 2 free throws, all of a sudden the pressure is off a little bit. All right. You can miss one and it's okay. And just knowing that you can miss one because you have a second one coming just loosens you up, and just so you're going to make it. You're going to win the game with your first free throw. And that's how I feel with writing drafts. If you get an assignment, a homework assignment, some kind of project assignment, right away when you get it, as soon as you feel even just a little bit ready, write a draft, knowing that it might be really crummy, and that's okay, because you're going to get it down on paper, and then you're not going to try to make it better. You're going to try to make it different in the second draft. Different. So if your first poem rhymed, write a second poem that has 0 rhyme. If it's not a poem, it's just some, essay. If the first draft was long, cut it in half for the second draft. You want to make it different. And then you look at the 2 choices and you say, which one is better? Well, maybe I like this part out of number 1. Maybe I like this part out of number 2. Even if there's just one word that you like out of number 2, you take it, you put it into number 1, and you have a third draft that is better than either draft 1 or draft 2. So that was
I love this.
really long answer.
Oh, I love it though.
Shorter.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to use this suggestion too about the multiple drafts. I love it. Yes.
Well,
It's super
actually,
helpful.
can I show you an example if I'm able to share screen? Okay. All right, here we go. So this is a poem from Hop to It, Poems to Get You Moving, which is an anthology of 100 poems that Sylvia Vardell and I put together with poems by 90 poets. And in this poem, Ways to Say Hello, I talk about all different ways to say hello that are touchless greetings. And I wrote this because at the very beginning of the pandemic, in March of 2020, Sylvia and I were presenting at a conference in San Antonio when the announcement was made. We are officially in a pandemic. Don't hug each other. Don't stand within 6 feet of each other. Just wave. Do not shake hands. Don't touch each other. And Sylvia, who is a hugger, was really devastated by this. Well, and by the news, but was devastated by just the fact that we couldn't hug. And I was saying, it's going to be okay. And actually, that's a really good time to write a poem. When you want to let a friend know things are going to be all right. Don't worry. When you want to say, hang in there. So I wrote this poem for her and ended up putting it in this book. And it's ways to say hello. And just join me, okay? Just have fun with it. Pretend you're back in 3rd grade and have fun with it. All right. Ways to say hello by me, Janet Wong. Foot wave. Wave your foot. Yeah. Air bump. Jazz hands. Heart thump. Thumbs up. Clap hello. Chicken wing, elbow, be a chicken. Rabbit ears. Fish face. I bring you greetings from inner space. Yay, super fun, right? Super fun. And the whole point of this poem was to cheer up my friend Sylvia. And so being silly like that was great. And if you think that some of these things are totally stupid, then just write your own, right? Stick your own fun ways to say hello or serious ways to say hello and change the poem. That's actually another way to really get started. If your mind is stuck, take a poem you like, or even better yet, a poem you don't like, and just see what you would do if you changed 3 words, 5 words. Just start changing it. And you're not going to be publishing it, so you don't have to worry about rights and derivative works and all that. Just do it for fun, just to get yourself moving. It really works if you pick a poem that you don't like, right? And try to change it, but stay on the same topic. Well, so here's an example of trying to make it different. Not necessarily better, but different. I decided I would do a ways to say hello that was a free verse draft with complete sentences. And so here we go. Same ideas, just a different way of saying it. I'll wave my foot or do an air bump with my fist, maybe flutter my hands like a jazz dancer. My heart is thumping hello. Can you hear it? I'll give you 2 thumbs up, one high, one low, and you can wave your elbows or make rabbit ears or kiss the air like a fish. It all works, right? We can even say hello just with our eyes. So very different poem, very different tone, same topic. And then now I've given myself 2 choices. Well, I think that this is the better one for the purpose, which was to write something short, that's kind of like a greeting, and that's silly, so it would cheer up a friend. But I also like this one. They're very different.
Yeah.
And one of the things that you might find if you write 2 drafts that are different from each other is you might say, oh no, I like them both. What am I going to do? I like them both. Well, put one aside, the one that you don't like quite as much for the purpose, put it aside, and maybe later on, something will come up where you'll say, I need a poem like this. I have one. Or I need a piece of writing like this. I have it.